How do you calculate come-ups for long-range rifle shooting? Imagine you're standing at the edge of a vast open field, aiming at a target 1,000 yards away. How do you know how much to adjust your scope so your bullet hits exactly where you want? That's what calculating come-ups is all about. When shooting at long distances, bullets don't travel in a straight line. Gravity pulls them downward, causing what's called bullet drop. To hit your target accurately, you need to compensate for this drop by adjusting your scope's elevation. The first step is understanding the bullet's trajectory. When a bullet leaves the barrel, it starts to fall due to gravity. The farther it travels, the more it drops. So, the key is knowing how much it drops over a specific distance. This is where ballistic data or calculators come into play. They tell you the expected bullet drop at various ranges based on your cartridge, bullet weight, and environmental factors like temperature and altitude. Next, you need to know your scope's zero distance. That's the range where your scope is calibrated so the bullet hits exactly where the crosshairs point. Usually, shooters zero at 100 yards, but for long-range shooting, you'll be aiming well beyond that. Once you have the drop data, you convert it into scope adjustments. Most scopes measure adjustments in minutes of angle or milliradians. 1 minute of angle is roughly equal to 1 inch of adjustment at 100 yards. 1 milliradian equals about 3.6 inches at 100 yards. To find out how many minutes of angle or milliradians to dial in, you divide the bullet drop in inches by the range factor. For example, if you're shooting at 500 yards and your bullet drops 50 inches, you divide 50 inches by 5, which gives you 10. That means you need to dial 10 minutes of angle or the equivalent in milliradians on your scope. If your scope adjusts in quarter minute of angle clicks, multiply 10 by 4, which equals 40 clicks. That's how many clicks you need to turn your elevation turret. When shooting uphill or downhill, you need to adjust for the angle. The actual horizontal distance is less than the line of sight distance. You can use a simple rule of thumb, multiply the range by the cosine of the angle. For example, at a 45-degree angle, multiply the distance by about 0.7. This gives you the true horizontal distance, which you then use to calculate your come-up. Practicing with your specific rifle, ammunition, and environmental conditions helps you get a feel for these calculations. Using ballistic apps or software makes it easier by inputting your data and giving you precise come-up values. Remember, environmental factors like wind, humidity, and temperature also influence bullet flight, so adjustments might be necessary. Knowing how to calculate come-ups accurately means you can make ethical shots at long distances, ensuring a clean and humane kill. It's a skill that combines math, understanding ballistics, and lots of practice. With time, you'll be able to estimate your adjustments quickly and shoot with confidence over great distances.